Welcome, friends. Hey, Ted's not in the camera.
Yep, we were discussing.
We were discussing it. Yeah.
We've actually kicked him off the show. He just won't stop showing up.
He's still here. Okay, how's everybody doing? Can you guys hear me? I can hear you.
Doing good.
Doing good.
I
so
hear everything. Forever.
We didn't play last week.
No, it was Freedom Day.
It was Freedom Day.
Freedom Day.
Eagles flew out of my. Hey, if I don't mention this right now, I'm going to forget. Teagle wants you to go to lunch tomorrow.
Okay.
Your barber?
No, his name is Austin.
Who's Teagle?
Teagle is a friend of ours. Yeah, who needs to move? These guys? Dakota?
Okay.
Come on, buddy.
Well, I mean, you threw everything in my path. So.
Is Teagle a prostitute?
No.
I don't know why you're being so weird about this.
No, if I didn't mention it, I would not have a chance to mention it to him before he escaped.
Okay.
So, no, Teagle is just a guy.
I mean,
he's a banker.
That doesn't.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Thanks. I was going to say that's not going to change Brad's mind.
well, yeah, I was about to.
Anyway, okay, so that was not like a for the show type of thing, but yeah, Freedom Day was last week, and a lot has happened since then.
In the world of
mostly in the world of Warhammer,
bugs and Space Marines and reanimating
so this Saturday
robots.
We find out who won.
It's a tie.
I didn't really get a tie. I thought they were going to do that because they're like, well, we'll have to show everything.
I would appreciate that a lot.
That's
what
everybody wants anyway.
Marine stuff.
Right?
This was definitely staged.
100%.
Probably.
100%.
They were like, oh, look, the Tyranids are starting to creep
Wait,
back.
was it announced a tie?
No, not yet. Well,
Technically, the tiers.
It went back and forth.
how many people reported on it and didn't play a game?
Too loud for you, Ted?
No, it's cutting in and out.
Oh, gotcha.
How many people reported on it and didn't play a game?
Probably a lot.
Yeah,
I know I did.
They just plugged this stuff in.
We played a game.
We played a game,
Yeah,
but
but
I didn't play the. We didn't play the
box set.
I thought
Tyranids versus. We didn't play Leviathan.
It's supposed to be the box set.
Is it supposed to be?
Well, yeah, because it's supposed to be Tyranids versus Space Marines.
Yeah, I thought that was a little limiting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what post. And we just entered just to win the prize. Try to win the prize.
Yeah.
Exactly too, which is why I reported on it on the off. I don't think anybody in the United States is going to win it because I don't think GW is going to ship all that stuff over here.
I don't
But-
think they're going to care that much.
No.
Well, they do have a warehouse here already.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So
Does it-
they always ship that stuff
Wait,
over here.
that's fair. But is that stuff already here?
Oh, I'm just assuming. To me, that stuff's got to be in the warehouse.
Wait.
4 to 6
Let's
months
back.
ahead of
So let's see. What was it?
So
about?
some guy in Tennessee has seen all the
All
stuff.
this,
Yeah, so 5-6 years ago, people were talking about raiding Area 51, but no one has brought up raiding a GW warehouse.
Well, it's more deadly.
Yeah, I could see it.
You have all the Pinkertons out there guarding.
Yeah, they've
the
got
warehouse.
BlackRock guarding.
The Pinkertons.
You're talking about Pinkertons. I'm worried about Space Marines.
It's just some neck beard and a plastic
Space
helmet.
Force
You'll be fine.
Good Lord.
It's Space
So-
Force, that's what it is.
So last Saturday, was it last Saturday? They did the Warhammer something. They did the non-40K preview,
Yes.
and
This
we
Saturday.
got
Oh,
Epic.
Epic.
Yeah.
And we got a lion chicken. Let me tell you.
Lion
got a
chicken's
lion
cool.
chicken.
That lion
Tony,
chicken
can you-
is cool as
Oh,
hell.
the lion chicken.
Pull
yeah,
up
I remember.
the
Warren
entire-
Lion
Community.
chicken scorpion.
The entire city line, all
Bird?
that looks really good.
Oh, chicken.
Yeah, dude. So the cities of Sigmar
Are
stuff. is-
looking great.
They kicked
Caliente
they kicked
Fuego.
it out.
Have they announced the price of the Epic box?
It's probably going to be $300.
Yeah.
That's what I was expecting.
But you can split it.
Is it going to be like Horus Heresy, where it's just the same
Yeah.
stuff in both ends?
Well, but now one side is guard.
One guy, yeah.
Is
Oh,
Solar
really?
Auxilia, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Solar
Solar Auxilia versus, like, they have it painted as Death Guard. Is it Death Guard?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, you know, I think I remember seeing that.
So go ahead and scroll down, Tony. But I'm very excited about Epic, and if I could get you guys to just have a little bit of the littles, I'd
Listen.
be very excited.
The fact that it's 30K does make me like it.
See,
more.
now that's the opposite from 99% of everybody else.
I don't know why. I don't know why
Well,
people.
because I don't like it just because I think that cuts out Orcs and Tyranids and Eldar players.
But
I think that's-
shouldn't. 'Cause they had orcs. They fought orcs. And,
I think that's okay.
They could have Orcs and Eldar for sure.
yeah.
Sure, but like,
What am I looking at?
They should have
The
made
question-
it
oh,
for
gotcha.
40K,
nah, I disagree.
like they used to do.
I think this makes supporting that game a lot easier. I think that's what this does.
Tex, if you're still here, it's both.
You know, both.
I'm going forward and then back.
Oh, okay. All right.
Do you think they'll have Primarchs?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
If they don't, I think that's a big miss because, like,
there's probably be a box set loyalist and
well, it's a perfect chance to do it too because, like, now your Primarch can go up and kill a bunch of stuff.
They're not going to have Primarch.
You don't
yeah,
think
they
so?
had, no, they have to.
They're
As
not
far as
going.
Heresy,
They're
they
not
have
going to get
to.
enough support.
Well, they're just little dudes.
Yeah,
I mean, they'll be bigger dudes than the other little dudes.
Theoretically, okay, so somebody was postulating on one of the Horus Heresy YouTube pages I watch that the command squad that's coming out, that they think that it's the same squad, they just scaled it down.
No, yeah.
I would have to pick. Oh, I'd have to do some sort of chaos.
Well,
I thought about doing what's
you got 9 chapters.
I like
to pick
Alpha
from.
Legion.
know.
I
Oh.
really like how World Eaters
Alpha
and,
Legion's
and
cool.
Death Guard. Heresy or Death Guard is
not Death
fantastic.
Guard.
Dude,
Yeah.
Dark Angel,
Dark
Horus
Angels,
Heresy.
Yes.
All the
Yes.
black.
They
all
are-
black armor.
They are my first love.
Whoa.
Not my first love.
You
But
just get them
they're,
in a small
um,
version now.
they're not my first love, but they're
Death
like my
Guard too, though.
marriage. You
I
know what I
know.
mean?
Well, that's why they picked Death Guard for their
So
photo shoots. Was Death Guard.
keep scrolling down, Tony.
World Eaters.
World Eaters,
World
Horus
Eaters would
Heresy
be-
look awful.
That would no, I
Dude,
disagree.
You don't
I
like
do
the-
not
the
like
blue
them
and
at all.
white?
No, I do
Really?
not
I,
like
I
them.
like it because you
keep
spatter
going,
it
Tony.
with
Right
blood.
there, it's right there. You put past it.
I know, but I want to
It might
show
be
the
hard to
box
do in an
set.
epic menu.
On the right.
No, that's just
No,
a Q&A.
oh,
That's
oh.
not going to show enough.
I would also like an Angron.
Go down. It's
I'd also
further
like the
No, it
idea of
shows it all.
Angron, regular Angron run.
I guess
through
you can
more
click it.
stuff.
Yeah, it has the art.
What am I looking for?
Whole box.
Go
set.
up. The
Some Warhounds.
Yeah, you get 2 Warhounds.
what's it called? Legions Imperialis.
Yeah.
Click that one
Looks
with the
neat.
question marks.
Yeah.
Scroll down, see if there's actually like models.
The only problem is we don't have any epic-sized terrain.
Keep going.
We will.
Oh, dude.
Ted has
Are
some.
they
Yeah,
Keep
combining
going,
this?
Keep going. Next one down.
Are they combining this
Right there.
with
Yes.
Titanicus?
Yes.
And
So they've dropped all the
Aeronautica?
Xenos flyers.
Oh,
too.
really?
Yeah, Aeronautica
Yeah.
too.
So all those models will carry. That's
Yeah,
the
they're
smart
all
thing to
scaled.
do.
They're all scaled.
That.
Well, it
that's
wasn't
the
smart
thing
to print Orc and Eldar flyers and then drop them from the range. Okay,
I mean-
you could just show that, Tony. Just that image is fine.
It is if you don't have the money to support.
You
them.
go. It wasn't.
Yeah, but they
smart.
do. I think they do.
Well, look at their other box games though. Like,
Are you?
like-
Is that on screen, Tony?
Not yet.
It's just hey, play Warhammer, but with tweezers.
Listen, Evan and I have been talking about this for a long time.
I know you have. I'm in the group chat.
I love this scale. I love the things you can do at this scale.
Well, you guys missed out when Epic first came out in the 90s, where you could field the entire Space Marine chapter and have a fun game playing it too.
You know, a thought just occurred to me. Something just hit me that hasn't really.
Let's just play this at regular
not
scale.
even a little bit. No.
no.
Although we're doing that
Tim,
next month.
you have historically had hugely frowned upon smaller games like
This is only small.
Take
Let me-
Necromunda or Kill Team where you zoom into the battlefield and you have a small
So
number
now
of
you're
dudes.
zooming
Like a
out.
skirmish
But
game
Tim
versus-
really wants you to just bring the camera back.
Yeah.
That's what Tim wants.
He wants to see, we're fighting for this continent over here.
Yeah, his mouse wheel in the back, it only scrolls toward you. It does it physically locks up if you try to go forward.
Yeah, you can't tell me this doesn't look sweet.
Maybe
Oh,
I just
no,
do.
sure,
Maybe I
looks
just
sweet.
do Luna Wolf. Wolves.
Well, I'll take this
Sons
one
of
field
Horus.
50
That's
Legion
pretty cool.
Russes
Now,
on
would
the
you-
table and roll across
Sons
the
of
field.
Would you do Lunar Wolves or Sons of
Sons
Horus?
of Horus, yeah.
I think the Lunar Wolves, man, I love it.
But I
The
yeah.
old school Lunar Wolves.
I love it.
Yeah.
I do
Sons of Horus, don't they basically have like Black Legion color scheme?
No.
Not yet. Not yet.
No, they're
Purple.
They're
They're like a purple.
Luna Wolves are purple. They're like
Yeah.
a teal.
Oh yeah, they're teal. Sorry, teal.
Sons of
Yeah,
Horus
teal.
are like teal.
Teal.
Oh, they're like Alpha Legion now.
I think
Kind-
similar.
kind of.
similar.
Alpha Legion
I think
was
they're
also
greener.
teal.
They're more
Yeah.
green.
But yeah, let me just pull up a picture.
No, they went teal to black.
Oh, Thousand Suns.
Can you pull up the chat on your phone?
I
feel like
can't do Thousand Suns just because they didn't fight in any battles. I can't do it. I
They
just
didn't fight
can't.
in any battles?
Not really.
What do you want me to
Because they
pull?
got smashed on
On
Prospero?
Prospero. I can't.
Can
I
you pull
can't
up the
really.
chat?
I can't in good conscience do it.
Oh, I'm working on it.
Oh,
But,
sorry, Tom, thank you.
But yeah, it's gonna be a Traitor Legion. I just don't know which one yet.
So you're
um,
in. Remember those fateful
maybe.
words, Brad.
Maybe
If you do
I
it,
might
I'll
be
do
in.
it. Do you remember
I'm
that?
waiting to see price, and I'm waiting to see contents.
Well, the content's going to be sparse probably at first,
It-
although they said they were bringing out all of the Titanicus terrains coming back.
Okay.
So they're reprinting all that. I still have that stuff
Yeah.
in store. Are you going to do it?
I don't know, man.
I probably
I need
won't
you,
do.
buddy.
I
need
I
you.
don't know.
I
Like,
don't-
look. If there's enough following, I'll come through. But
I just
it
love the
doesn't
scale of it, man.
It doesn't catch me.
No?
The way that it does.
I
Well,
like
Blood Bowl didn't either, to be fair, right?
I mean, sure, but I mean, I was deterred from Blood Bowl from it just being a sports game, and then it turned out to be
It's
like,
not really
one
a
of my
sports
greatest loves.
I like the setting, and I like the old Horse Heresy era vehicles and stuff. So
The
that's-
weapons you can bring too. You
so,
can bring
yeah.
so much.
I thought about doing an Imperial Fist, but I was like, I already have those. Like, I'd want to do something different.
Well, Night Lord.
like guard, right?
Well, sure. Now, although Solar Auxilia does look much different.
Yeah.
Like, they all have,
They
like,
carry
have you
power
seen them? They're
weapons.
like in spacesuits.
Yeah.
Carry power
yeah.
weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty cool. The Sentinels, I'm not a huge fan of.
Text goes, "Hey Jamie, can you pull up the video of a crocodile shaking its head and snapping a deer in half?"
I think that's a direct quote.
It may be. It very
It probably
well may
is.
be. Night Terror. What are Night Terrors? Are
Not
you talking about?
night terrors.
I like how Nathan is commenting in the chat, but he doesn't have a phone in his hand, so he's just
Night
doing it. He's just doing it through his computer brain because he's a
What
robot.
do you say, Night Lords?
Night Lords.
Yeah.
Night Lords.
Is that what he means by Night Terrors?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically the same thing.
Yeah,
No, I don't think it's not going to be cardboard terrain, Eli.
No, it's plastic. It's full plastic.
Yeah,
No,
plastic.
it's plastic.
Yeah.
Let
Let me tell you, Ted, when we played the game of
Night Lords would
Titanicus,
be
I really
cool.
enjoyed that game.
Yeah.
It's just like all the command things. Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot,
If you
right?
play, to me, I like we just played with the regular rules. I think it'd be a lot more fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, Iron Warriors.
They're easy to paint. They're all gray. I mean, they're all steel color.
Yeah. You might need to work out some hazard stripes though.
Yeah.
That's very Iron Warriors. I don't know.
Ted,
if you
I
wanna paint
got. I'm
that.
gonna have some projects for you. I just need you to paint hazard stripes.
Actually, no, it probably wouldn't be that bad because you could just do
those
yellow
tiny
and then do
guys,
black stripes. You do
That's
black stripes.
literally what.
Did you say that?
No, but you just
No, I'm
described
just-
the action of.
I'm
yeah,
saying you don't
hazard.
have to like go in and like.
I mean, with blood, you just you put some red on there, and then
Yeah.
there you go. And, like,
Go Blood Angels. Put right out. You're done.
Good
I mean,
Lord.
open a door, you just turn the handle.
I'll probably just do. The thing is, epic minis are gonna be so much easier to paint.
Tex,
as
I've
well.
missed you, buddy.
But
I
the
have.
miniature-
Are they though?
No. But the problem is the miniatures.
I'm not
are
gonna get that
basically
detailed
scaled
with it.
down, so you still got the same detail on them.
Well, it's not going to be the exact same. You're not going to be able to see the trigger housing on a bolt pistol.
Close.
I doubt it.
Because they got the ammo packs in their belts and everything.
I understand. It won't be the same amount of detail. It can't be. It's too small. But I would probably do me some Iron Warriors. They're a top contender. I think that would be
Yeah.
cool.
Get Petarabo in there.
Yeah, Petarabo. He's one of my
You really don't
favorite
think they'll do?
Primarchs.
Yep.
You don't think they'll do Primarchs?
No, I don't think they'll. Do
I think
that.
they're.
I think they will.
I think they're an integral part
Yeah, they're
of.
part of the whole
Oh,
thing.
Horus Heresy and Epic.
Yeah,
I
they're
agree.
part of it.
I agree. I don't know if you could do Epic without doing.
Well, did
Primarchs.
Epic have them?
Yes, they did.
They did.
They came out with a couple, but basically at the time it was just little plastic guys.
Right. Well, the beauty of this is being in the Horus Heresy, you can do them all. They're all
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
They weren't as fleshed out now as they were back then.
Right, all the lore you're saying.
Yeah, and the out the look.
Yeah,
the look of them.
I if they're doing Horus Heresy, I don't see why they wouldn't.
They
They
would have to get an enormous amount of support to get that
Yeah.
specific.
Oh, you're not wrong.
But-
Because that's exactly why they wouldn't do other armies as well, like orcs and Eldar and stuff.
But over
is
in Europe,
because
it's really big.
Well,
in Europe.
it's also like Horus Heresy, and that's not going to be the
That's not the setting.
This is going to
right,
replace
that's-
Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl's not coming back. We're doing Horus
Don't
Heresy.
you ever talk to me like that.
Ooh, epic.
Are we working on driving Blood Bowl underground? Because I might get behind that. I hate that game so much.
I love Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl 3 is doing really well.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Last time I played it was terrible.
Dude, it's come very, very far.
Have they changed any of like their initial decisions with like,
what do you mean?
cosmetics and stuff, or is all that still?
Well,
Craves the painting
we
challenge.
talked about at one point how like you
Challenge
had,
me.
like if you had like a dwarf lineman, you bought a helmet, you had to buy a helmet for every dwarf lineman. They got rid of that. So like
Good.
all like
What if I buy a helmet for a Minotaur for my, let's say, my Chaos team, and then I want to use that same helmet for a Minotaur on my Renegades team?
unfortunately no.
Okay, see, that's
Yeah.
what I hate. That's stupid.
Well, they do
it's all the same stuff.
They do the armor in like sets. So like you have like kind of matching stuff.
I noticed that. Yeah,
That like goes along from like so you have like a theme from your troll to your lineman.
I understand, but
Kind
it's all
of-
they do
I-
all the same sets.
I agree.
They do all the same
And
sets.
honestly, I hope they do something. That's the crocodile video.
I'm glad they made it that you didn't have to buy multitudes of the same helmet. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's very good.
I agree because like I saw
Just the
like
Jamie, yeah.
I saw some like really cool like cosmetics for like I think it was like a human ogre, but like my chaos ogre can't have it.
Yeah.
Things
There's
like-
that
thing-
stuff too.
things like that.
That doesn't bother me nearly as much from a design standpoint. To me, it's just the monetization of like some very basic things, and that's what drives me nuts.
Yeah.
But I used to be okay with it, but it's just gotten so out of hand nowadays. You
Yeah.
can't unlock everything. Everything has to just mind a paywall.
Right.
Whatever.
Okay, so let's talk a little more epic, and then we'll move on to not Blood Bowl 3. We'll move on to something else. But okay, so Tex knew that I watched the video. You could see it.
I also said it.
Did you
verbally?
Did you?
Yep.
I don't believe it.
With my mouth.
The alligator
Damn.
one?
What?
The alligator one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
So
good.
what would you do if we did Epic? What would you play?
Well, I'm gonna play the Solar Auxiliary part.
okay.
Obviously, dude, they've got Lehman Russes. Like,
Are you
and they look
gonna
great.
like really look at me and tell me that Tim's not gonna play?
I
Blood?
know. I had to ask.
Although I would keep the Marine side also.
If there was
For
a
allies.
faction
You could
that
have
was
my
guard in
auxiliary
Blood Bowl,
side.
that's who you'd play.
That's fair. There's a bunch of
I don't
guys
play
with
humans
helmets.
in Blood Bowl at all.
Yeah, I know.
I've thought about it.
I like humans.
I like Norse a lot.
Really, just trying to steer this back to Blood Bowl.
That's fair. You've done well. You haven't played 40K.
Can we
in a
talk
while,
about
so
good
you need
games,
to-
please?
All right, so
What?
anyway, back to
Talk about what?
Good games, like not
That's
Blood
fair.
Bowl.
That's fair.
Bud Bow.
So I don't know. I might do a Trader Legion. I'd have to look at all the colors.
You would do a Trader Legion? Oh, okay. Well,
It's not
the
spiky
same model.
chaos.
It's
It's
pre
interesting
it's
chaos.
pre spiky chaos.
Pre-spike. Okay.
Oh, world leaders look good.
I like the
I
World
have to
Leader.
disagree so hard.
White armor, the blue shields.
I like it.
and the blood spat, because you got to do blood spat on it.
Oh yeah.
That's the only way it looks good, is if they're all bloody, because that's
That's
why
what
they're
they-
white and blue. It's 'cause
Blood
blood
Angel.
will-
Oh, they'll
They
do
have
Custodes too.
yeah,
I'm
they'll
sorry.
probably do custodes.
I'm sorry, I'm bringing back to Blood Bowl.
If they're doing
my
Nathan
God.
said Snotlings are the guard of Blood Bowl,
That
and
is
I was
not
like,
true.
they have tanks.
They do have tanks.
they are missing.
Artillery? No, they have artillery. Oh my God!
I think is goblins more apt though?
I don't think
They're
so
not-
because they don't
they're
have
They're
tanks.
terrible.
They have tanks.
They're terrible.
I
Okay.
think Snotlings.
All right, I'll
Blood-
stop. But that's,
goblins
but
are
that's
terrible.
hilarious. That's so good.
Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to come back to that. The only thing is the wagon. That's it.
No, they have artillery. The bombers.
They've got Ogren
Yeah, but plenty of other.
and Swarming.
Yeah.
Do
Do they have swarming? They do have
They
swarming.
do swarming. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
maybe.
so stop it.
Come on, that was too good not to divert.
Eli, what heresy army should I do?
Yes.
Well,
Dark Angel pre-heresy is very
Dark Angels are
Very
very,
good.
cool.
Yeah.
I would be
The
hard
black
to
and the
Dark
red.
Angel, like
Dark Angels.
the one of the two armies I would
only
okay.
if they do the models. That's the only way I would do Dark Angel if they did the actual.
Listen,
like,
let's be honest.
knightly
Dark
models.
Angels are the best Legion, hands down. 40K, 30K, whatever.
Dark Angels, Death Guard, Thousand Suns. It'd be one of those three.
Dark Angels
is what I would
What
do.
was it? Dark Angels, Death Guard, and what?
Thousand Suns.
Thousand Suns.
Like those are the three paint schemes
Eli,
that
damn it.
rise above everyone else by a long
I
shot.
wonder how much it'll matter too, or if this will just be an offshoot. Everything's the same.
I've
kind of
got to
deal.
assume it'd be more like that. I don't
I
think
think
they'll
so.
get rules support for anything else.
I don't think so.
You don't think they will?
No. I don't.
I bet you'll have like a detachment rule type thing.
Yeah.
maybe.
They'll give you a little
or
flavor.
or a Legion rule.
They might
maybe.
not do specific like Dark Angels kits. Stuff like
No,
that.
that's what we were talking about with Primarchs too. Is like that would be.
I
The
could
reason
see that.
That would be the reason they wouldn't.
You
do
think about
is
it though, they could
because-
design them all. They
Yeah.
could use the files they already have and print them on one sprue.
Yeah.
You also
You know
have
what
to
I
think
mean?
how
Like-
much it would cost them to do that versus how much they could feasibly charge for something. If you're
Well, but it wouldn't have to be like only Epic. They could just throw that in like when there's space on a Space Marine new tank. You know what I mean?
yeah, I
Like,
get what you're saying, but then you have to charge. You're gonna have to charge a certain amount of money for that.
their prices are largely arbitrary anyway. You know what I mean? Because
I
like
don't know if they're arbitrary. I think they
you can't really map it out, which makes it somewhat arbitrary.
well yeah they. I'm not quite.
Word bearers are blue, right?
No.
Word bearers.
Word
No,
bearers
they're
are
red.
they're like a violet maroon with black shields.
Do you have-
Thousand Suns, man. Heresy Thousand Suns. That
Dude,
cherry.
It's that.
I like-
it's that red.
I like-
that cherry red.
I like 40K Thousand Suns more.
I like those too.
I like the blue
Those
paint
might be the
scheme
only.
way
That might be
more.
the only faction that was like great and great.
Dude, if I played Thousand
Dark
Suns
Angels.
in 40K, I would paint them like.
I agree. I'm with you.
Actually, I might do Imperial Fist.
I think Dark Angels have the best.
It'd be real easy to do.
Dark
at that
Angels is
scale.
very good.
Well,
It's-
he's saying they're like the only Legion that was great and then great for paint scheme. I think Dark Angels are also great and great.
Oh,
The
like
black
where-
and red and
I
white.
like the black a lot more than the green. Though.
I might agree with you on that, but I think the cool with the like their third and down company are all
It's-
green, their second company's all black,
I
and then
get-
the first company's all bone. I love it. I think it's cool.
I wouldn't want to do
do-
Ultramarines. That'd be too. Although
I
maybe.
do like the uniqueness of Dark Angels in that like they have changing color schemes throughout the chapter.
Yeah, I think it's very good.
That's
I do like that.
like
Like having your two different colored dreadnoughts, I think is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, could you have a Land Raider in the bone color?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what determines the green and the
What
Oh,
cha-
what
what
company?
company they're
What
in.
company they belong in? Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Almost like they should all do something like that.
No.
Like, well, I get it from your standpoint.
That goes against the Codex. You can't do that.
Oh, because
it would
of chaos. That's funny.
it would also make them all dirty, filthy copycats.
Brent, it's no
Yeah.
problem. Ted got a model to paint out of it, so it was fine.
But yeah.
Brent was saying sorry he didn't make it today.
So
Hello, John. Hey, don't forget you get a point for this game that we played
Oh,
tonight.
cool.
Because you can play people not in the league for the escalation stuff. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so you get a bonus point.
So we've been playing for a while. I don't think we've talked since the edition actually launched. What do you guys think?
I don't like points. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't
I
like
think
them.
that's the sentiment.
Yeah, I'm not alone in that, right? But
I did get my first bad taste of points because I wasn't super against them, which I'm still not. I think it's kind of it's more or less whatever. But I don't like that they when they went through and they increased the points cost on literally everything in the game that can fire indirect.
That has indirect.
Literally
That's not right.
literally
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Right.
AdMech have the Scorpius tank.
Yeah, it has an
And-
indirect fire.
It has two main guns,
Mm-hmm.
the disintegrator and that's not what it is.
There-
but it
it's-
has the cannon and then the Belarus. The Belarus is the one that fires indirect.
Yep.
That tank went up in points, even if you're not using the Belarus.
Yeah, exactly.
same thing with
that's-
the weapons platform.
Yeah,
And that's
the
that,
field
like,
guns.
yeah, that's the
and-
field guns, the heavy weapons teams, like
No, heavy weapon team did not get touched.
they did not get touched.
They didn't touch
Guard
mortars.
squads didn't either, and they could take a mortar.
The infantry squad, yeah.
Yeah. But
They must have determined the mortar was not. I mean, it's like straight five.
I wouldn't worry about the mortar that much.
Should we raise the price of the mortar? Nah.
I mean, it does hit on fives. But
It's so stupid.
But that is something that I really don't like.
Yeah.
That those options had those things had to
It
get
shows
hit.
the real weakness of the system.
Especially when like that Belarus cannon is not good.
Yeah.
in this edition with the profile they gave, it's just not. So you're like,
So you always bring them indirect.
Yeah.
If you're playing that, right?
No. You bring the regular.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought okay.
So like,
It's even worse.
People weren't bringing the indirect one
Yeah.
because like the profile was like hit on
They
fours.
couldn't in good
And,
nature. What's the word? Not good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
faith?
saying?
Good faith.
Good faith. They could not increase any Death Guard points. Although they did it to AdMac, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Ugh. Hello, whoever's on
Apparently,
YouTube. I
AdMac
cannot read
aren't
that.
doing as badly as I thought they would.
No, that's what I've heard too. They've been doing okay. Yeah, I've gone through and made lists with almost every single army, and some of them stand out. AdMech have a few things that stand out with the Electro Priests and some of their characters, some of their vehicles too. The Dune Crawler's insanely good.
I wouldn't call it insanely good.
It's very durable for the points you pay for. It's sub 150 and has a 2-up save and a 4-up inbound, which is very powerful for those amount of points. I don't think there's anything else in the game like that. That's
alligator
that
video.
low cost with that level of durability, outside of maybe a character. But
The Doomstalkers and the Doomsday Arc.
they're 2-up saves.
No, I'm sorry. They don't have a 2-up save, but
Yeah, and they're T9 as well. Yeah, that thing's T10, 2-up save, 4-up inbound. They have quantum. They might be like -1. I don't know.
no, they have 4-up in one.
So reanimation protocols, right, would be the only thing. Yeah. So yeah, but that's also like a specific Necron thing too. Yeah. But without that, like, it's
What
still
are you
the
talking
Doom Crawler.
about? The
Just
Doom Crawler?
durability for points.
I
So
just,
like the
I
Doom
just don't think
Crawler
it
is
has
like
the
up
damage
there.
output that it
Yeah,
does.
it might. A lot of things lost that. A lot of things. So it's I think you kind of got to feel it out a little bit. But I
It's
think for
weird
the points you
'cause,
pay
like,
for it, I
some
think it's
things
fantastic.
Some things did lose, and other things are just like destroy.
Yeah. Because like the neutron laser's good, but the problem is that's its only gun.
Sure.
Like take a take a Lehman Russ for example. You're gonna have 97 and a half other guns on the platform.
Sure.
Other than just the first
I don't
one.
want them.
Sure.
I'd rather pay 140 points.
Sure, but
I get it.
Look at what you're getting though. You're getting a probably a more durable platform. I don't know how many wounds it has, but you're getting a more durable
At least
platform.
11.
Yeah,
At least.
So yeah, so you're probably getting a more durable platform for
What toughness is it?
almost
10.
It's D10
It's-
for almost
it's-
100 points cheaper. Yeah. So it's for anywhere from like a 60. I mean, it could be 100.
11
points
and
cheaper.
10 are basically
They
they're very comparable. Right?
They're very comparable. But I mean, the difference is in strength 10 guns because I don't think there's anything in the game that's strength 11. I don't think there's anything.
there is. I think it flops from strength 10 to 12 quite a bit. I don't think I've seen anything strength 11. But anyway, yeah. So like I've made orc lists. I would.
Nathan, I'm aware of the stubbers, and it's because they're stubbers that I'm not really talking about them.
Hey, the Rogel Dorn's got 3 stubbers.
Yeah.
The
Chaos.
rapid fire 3.
Chaos takes units of stubbers with cultists, and they're so good. But
I'm glad they're putting them back into like new kits.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But
Because it's a weapon that was like long forgotten.
I mean, AdMech is Codex Heavy Stubber. Or I'm sorry, Cognis Heavy Stubber.
Are they the same though? Or are they strength?
Yeah.
They're just
they
stubborn?
ignore
They
cover.
have okay, so they have Cognis Heavy Stubber arrays rather than just having like, hey, this model is clearly modeled with like 6 heavy
They
stubbers.
did the same thing with the repulsors, and it drives me nuts. The problem with the repulsor is they didn't do it to just one gun. It clearly has an onslaught Gatling cannon, and they took it away.
Really?
Yes, and they were like, "That's just
That
part of your
thing-
defense ray now."
That
It's
thing
like,
had too many guns.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The
Absol-
model
ab-
is designed with too many guns.
absolutely.
Like
but you
competitively, you would like choose not to fire some of the guns because you
Yeah.
just can't spend the time.
Yeah.
But they took away.
That's horrible.
They took away a pretty important gun and just lumped it in.
Are you looking
with
at Space Marine
with a
chapters,
bunch of
Ted?
strength 4
You
shots.
looking at Space Marine chapters?
Yeah.
I'm looking at Sisters right now.
No. This is the Cities of Sigmar.
Oh,
He's on Sisters Gone Wild.
No, wait, no.
Weird.
Wait, there's the.
Don't do that.
Ted's sister's army looks fantastic.
Oh, I know.
There's the.
Ted's fill in the
Except-
blank
ex-
looks fantastic.
Except the army sucks. So
They're very bad right
they're
now.
bad.
Sisters are very
Yeah,
bad.
they're
How,
very
how's
bad
Death
right
Guard
now.
performing, by the way?
Very bad.
Bad,
Are
very
they-
bad.
are they doing
In
bad?
fact, I think Death Guard is the worst.
No. Sisters, Death Guard.
I think Death Guard is by a considerable margin worse than Sisters. And I know that sisters
But yet
are not very
again,
good.
one guy was like, "Well, I can play this," and won like a GT, went 5-0 with Death Guard.
Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah,
it's
I mean, it's
just to
it's so
skew
early.
it.
Like, there's just like the meta hasn't
I think
formed.
Well, and good players, right?
I would-
That's your faction, and you're a good player.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of. I actually think the game is pretty balanced. I would like to see a year down the road, see what our win rates look like, especially when codexes start coming out. Because I think everything's a lot better than what people think
Right now,
it
it's
is.
Eldar right now.
Eli, why do Death Guard suck? Death Guard, they have a lot of rules in the book that are anti-synergistic, where they'll be like, you want to layer things together that complement one another. Like, they have a lot of things in the book that are like, hey, this is a plague weapon, so you get lethal hits. So when you wound something or hit something on a 6, you just skip straight and you've automatically wounded. But there's like characters you can add in. They're like, hey, now you get devastating wounds, but now I just got all these automatic or automatic wounds that I can't try to get the devastating wounds.
That
off
is
of.
lame.
That
is lame.
That's something that's pretty common. They also have like a big lack of like strength weapons at range specifically.
It's a lot of its flavors. I mean, a lot of the pestilent guns
and the speed. The speed is a
3
huge
inches
problem.
for Terminators.
Yeah, they move. Yeah.
Holy crap! You could lock that standstill with.
That's what people have been doing. That's what people. You just
Yeah.
lock it down.
Yeah. Their Terminators, they're not super killy. Like they're just a bunch of like strength 5 attacks, and and they've got lethal hits. Sure,
Yeah,
and they're like damage. I think they're damage 2. Like,
Yeah.
they're just they don't pack the punch. They've got good durability, but like they also lost their main durability buffs. Like,
I'm
they don't
curious.
have feel no pain.
Yeah,
They don't
it's
have damage
very
reduction.
strange.
I'm curious how Thousand Sons are performing because they got
Very very well.
really
Yes, they are.
because their
They said
Terminators have very similar issues.
Yeah, but
to-
I don't
to
think
Death Guard
I
stuff.
don't know if people are running the Terminators or not.
Probably not.
But like But
Mag-
from what I understand,
100%
they're
Jason.
doing really good, and
good.
Magnus is like killing it.
Yeah, I've
Blood is
seen
in the
people
mugs.
talk about how well I've looked at Magnus a few times, and like he's not bad by any means. I don't know if he's worth the points though.
I know, but people
Who's
are
that,
taking him.
Magnus?
Yeah, he's if he was 100 points cheaper, absolutely.
Well, people are calling for
But,
him to raise his points on him because he's killing.
I've heard them say that Magnus is on auto include.
Well, that's because they don't have very many other things that are auto.
Jason said
they don't have very many good things.
They don't have very many things. Jason said Tyranids are trash, and Chaos Knights are busted.
I will say that Knights are doing really well.
Not Chaos Knights weren't doing it. It was Imperial Knights.
Yeah.
So Chaos
and
Knights got.
I don't think Nids are trash.
I think
I
Nids are fine.
haven't really looked at their
Yeah.
numbers much.
They're
but
gonna because they got to look at they've got to look at a lot of
I haven't heard that.
The only thing I know for sure is bad until today was Death Guard.
Tyrannofexes are so incredibly good.
Yeah. Well, so are Zone Thropes. I saw a guy.
Zone Thropes are really good.
I saw a guy put 18 into a list, and I'm like, I'm gonna vomit.
Yeah.
Dude,
You can put 6 into a unit.
Yeah.
That's 18 las cannon shots.
Yeah.
And they have 4 up involts.
Yeah.
And don't they give like -1 to hit?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
No, those are better
They give
Gotcha.
that's Venom Thropes. They
It's the other
give a
thrope.
bubble of 6 up invuln.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
That's
one-
not as good, but
No,
it's
but-
still,
but,
that's still usable
yeah.
on like your Gribblies. And
You'll
stuff.
take it, right?
Absolutely. I don't even think they're that expensive either.
No, they're cheap.
Are they? What are they like?
Anti tank, like you've got to steer into the Zone Thropes and the
Tyrannofex.
Tyrannofex.
Yeah.
And if you own a Harpy,
don't like that that's the
then
only-
I want you to take it back to GW. Tell them that they
I
fucked
heard
up.
that it was
Yeah,
terrible.
Harpies are
They raised the
worthless
points
now.
on it too.
Oh, that's funny.
They knocked the price way up on them, and they're worthless to begin with.
Yeah.
So.
Flyers are so bad right now.
Dude,
They're not good.
they have a like
They just poop.
Venom cannons and Stranglethorn cannons. They're
And they just poop
I don't-
out.
laughable.
Yeah.
All the out of all the Flyers I've seen, I think the Dark Angel ones aren't half bad, and I think if points would go down on them, I think the Dark Angel ones would be good, and I think the Helldrake would surprisingly be good because in melee it just does mortal wounds to things with fly. Like I think it's got anti-fly 2+ with devastating wounds.
Yeah.
So it just runs up on things with fly and just kills it. But it's like it's over 200 points. And I'm like, you just can't run that. It's not that durable.
Nobody really runs flyers, so.
But yeah, so there's.
I miss them. I miss having
Well,
flyers on
plus
the board.
flyers
Yeah.
are so locked in that you can probably
Tyrannofex?
just get out of the way.
Tyrannofex is absolutely anti-tank.
Oh, yes, he is.
All right, well, if depending on there's 3 different ways you
Load
can
it.
build
Hey,
it.
baby.
And that rupture cannon.
He can
is
be
bueno.
anti whatever you want.
Hell yeah, he can.
That thing is just good.
Anti-tank,
And
anti-infantry.
he's T12, 2-up save, and -1 damage. The thing is ridiculous. And he's like 200 points.
Yeah.
He's so stupid cheap. Oh, man. Yeah, the Tyrannifex is fantastic.
Yeah.
Tyrannifex, zone throw-ups are
Are they
super
200
good.
points?
Yeah.
How much is Tyrannifex?
It's like,
Oh yeah, they're
they're like 200.
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, I think they're 200 on the nose.
Yeah.
Which seems criminal to me.
Yeah,
like
it's
they're
way too cheap.
Way too cheap for something.
What's the strength
that
of their
good.
gun?
Like
Like
14.
no, it's like 18.
Or 18.
It's just
It's 2 shots, but
it's just like, hey, nice monolith you got there. Shut up.
Stop it. Isn't it 6 damage?
it's D6
No,
plus 6.
it's no. It's 2d6. 2d6.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it is.
2d6.
but
What was-
but,
I
it,
saw
but it's
something
like
The
but it's like
laser
neg
destroyer, I
4,
think, is
dude.
C6 plus 6.
So if you roll good enough, if you're deleting that run 2.
I mean, you can also roll garbage.
Yes.
but it's
It hits on 4s, yeah.
Yeah, but still.
wait, the Tyrannifex?
Yeah.
No, dude. No,
on 3s?
he's hitting on 2s if he doesn't move.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
It's a heavy weapon.
No, dog.
Yeah.
He's-
All right, that's good.
said-
That's good. Okay, how many? What has he got? Like 16 wounds. Yeah. Why wouldn't
Yeah,
you run
like
that?
to take
Wait,
it
at,
forward,
at,
what?
at T12.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, the Tyrannifex T12?
Yeah,
T12
T12, 2-up save.
with 16 wounds, 2-up saves, and neg 1 damage.
Yep.
That's everything a Rogaldorn wants to be. Yep. Flat out. That's
Well,
what it wants
then
to
you
be.
park a battlefield next to him. Then he's cover. He has cover.
I mean, isn't the Rogaldorn is in the same? He's basically the same thing.
He's
you
in the
just
same-
swap out the neg 1 damage for just nullifying a
Yeah.
One
damage.
per game.
They're
Yeah,
in
but like
similar
if you get hit by
ballparks.
something, it's-
like
someone
a Tyrannifex.
someone drops a las cannon on you and they're like, all right, 6 damage. You're like, not today.
I think you actually have to allocate that when they shoot it at you.
Yeah, so,
I don't-
like,
I
if
don't
the
think-
Land
I
Raider
don't think
shot
you.
it.
I don't think you have to. I don't think you can wait until you see what they roll.
No, you do it when you're targeted, I think.
Yeah.
I would have to look that up
I got
because
the cards out there.
I got the cards right
because
here,
it's
dude.
not when it would definitely have to be after they wound you. Maybe it's prior to you
when an
rolling the
attack
save.
is allocated to this model.
When an
Not
attack
moves,
is
but
allocated.
attack.
Yeah, when an attack. So you allocate attacks before you shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
Before hit rolls.
the Godhammer Las Cannon, one of them.
Yeah. What you do is you're like,
No,
all right, I'm shooting.
that doesn't feel right because
That's
like
what it says.
right, but you're not allocating. You as the player decide who to allocate the attack to, but like
Right.
I need to hit you first.
Right, but
I need to wound you.
Right,
first.
but it says when an attack is allocated to this model.
Right, but if I miss, then you have no attack to allocate.
The defender doesn't allocate attacks; they allocate wounds that they receive to models.
This doesn't feel right, and I've never seen it played like that.
What?
I'm
it
just saying
says.
I need a Tyrannifex in my army.
I think
What
everyone
Pair
needs
a
to try and
Tyrannifex.
Look,
if
I
was
mean,
playing that army, I'd have 3 of them.
Okay.
if you want to hand over some of those guns to the Tyranids, like they'll make a trade.
That is also fair. There are the amount of guns on a Rogaldorn is repulsive.
They're
It
just
makes me
so
want to
expensive,
vomit.
man. Like I want to run them so bad. You just can't.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. It's a model that's just not.
I don't
gonna
think
die.
you run 3, but I think you can run 1.
I don't know if you can run one.
They're 285, right?
285.
Yeah,
That is a lot. But,
it's a lot, but like,
but like
I
it's a model that just will not die.
I run a Land Raider in an army that's more expensive. Like
I don't know if it is more expensive.
it definitely is.
I don't know.
Well, my Custodes are going to run 2 Land Raiders.
Brad did do 20 wounds to a Lehman Russ. He was just like blinked. That thing was like
With his murder unit,
it was like the
It was with 20 plasma shots.
Okay.
And it was with lethal hits and sustained hits on 5s.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, and Oath of Moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
it was gone.
It was
Who
also
won that game, by the way?
What's the one it's not?
we're at top of 3.
Oh, okay.
We started a little after, probably about 6:30.
Dude, I genuinely don't know how I'm gonna play this tournament Saturday. Like,
I have to
I'm
work.
I'm gonna
I
get
couldn't
through.
get the day off.
I'm gonna get through like a turn and a half per round
Why?
because the game it's just I don't know it well enough yet.
This is one of the things that sours me on 10th a little bit. The game takes longer, and I hate it.
I do think it'll speed up though.
They need.
when I don't
There's
have
less
to reference my
considering
rules.
stratagems.
That's true, but there's a lot more of this. Like, all right, I've got sustained hits and I've got lethal. There's a lot more stacking on stuff, and it just adds
There
more
is, but
time.
like if
And
you
there's-
run that blob of plasma guys like 2 more times, you'll know exactly what you're doing.
I already know what I'm doing.
Well, I'm watching you roll dice. I have no idea what you're doing.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Like I know exactly how to run that and what the results mean and everything. But there's a lot of. You're right though. There's a lot of information there, and there's a lot of rules that they added to the game that just makes it take more time.
Well, at the Grand Tournament,
it's the
they were
only
running
thing
3-hour games. And said about 90% were done in about 2 hours.
Really?
These guys were doing 5 turns.
Yeah,
That's
our
good.
tournament
Okay.
will.
That's good.
But these guys, these are they know the rules inside and out.
Right. Well, we're gonna do 2.5 hours on Saturday, and then just we're all still new. I plan on playing.
Good.
Yeah, I plan on playing.
I would love to play. Unfortunately, like I said, I just couldn't secure the day.
I think I'm just gonna bring 3 Rogel Dorns and then fit what else I can.
Yeah, that's all you do. That's how you do.
3 Rogel Dorns.
Just less models.
I think if you
I don't know how to play against that. I just don't know.
I think
how.
you just ignore them and score and win.
Just ignore. I mean, just
I don't think you can ignore them.
I
Especially
don't think they do enough
but
damage to
but-
not be ignored.
Well, you park them on the
on
objective.
the opposite end of that is it's like I'm not killing them.
No, I know.
I'm not
They
killing them.
bear so much firepower.
I'm gonna bring
that
3
it's-
Rogel Dorns and 2 Bane Blades.
Is that your entire list? 'Cause that's a lot of points.
I don't even
Well,
own 2
and
Bane
2
Blades.
liters. You have to have 2 liters.
I think the Baneblade might be better.
Is it 2 liters?
Yeah,
or 1
you
liter?
might have 1 liter.
Baneblade is really good.
Well, because
I don't- You think so?
no, it's 1
absolutely.
liter. 1 liter,
think
6
so.
battle force, or 1 liter, or 3 other
I
things.
think 3d6 on that.
I thought you had to have
stupid big
1
gun. I
liter
think it's insane.
and anything else you want.
It's one character and literally anything if you want.
You just-
Limits
I
on
think
data
the
sheets.
only requirement
Is
is
a character.
a character.
You need a warlord.
Because
that's it. And
when
it has to be a
I build my
character.
list on here, you have to have at least 2 characters.
No, you do not.
Because
need to.
it will not allow you to build more than 3 other
Well,
things.
I'll
or
have to
6
look at it because
battle
I thought it
lines.
was 1.
It's 1.
I'm
It
pretty
is
sure it's
definitely
1, but
Yeah.
like
It is 1.
I don't know why you would only include 1 character.
Yeah.
I played a game with 1 character and it was it was okay. I think it depends on what you're running.
I guess I'm
I
also
think it
thinking
depends
from
on
the
From a Necron
from the
perspective,
Necron
you would never would
where
because you're in-
1,700 points are characters.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's only because your
And,
army's.
and then I have 1 unit of warriors to fill it out.
Oh, give me that crap. When we played
There
our
was a
game,
lot of shooting.
you had like 3 times the models,
Jason.
and I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be rough.
Honestly, like after all the models came back, I easily had 3 times as many models as you.
You had more than that. You had like 6 times.
I'm not going to be able to be fully painted for this. Not
Don't.
for what I want to run.
Don't worry about it.
What do you want to run?
I want to run 40 warriors with.
You
with-
ran 40 against me.
I know, but I don't have 40 painted.
Okay.
So hang
I
on,
have 20 painted.
John. I think he's trying to clarify the Rogel Dorn thing. So you allocate the attack after the hit or after the wound?
If an attack successfully wounds the target unit, the player controlling the target unit allocates that attack to 1 model as follows.
Yes, you have
4
to.
heavy locusts will definitely kill. The thing is, Necrons have.
I don't
He
know.
can't build his tournament list just hoping to
4
kill
heavy-
Rogel Dorns.
4 heavy
wait.
locust destroyers
Heavy
will kill
locust.
a Rogel Dorn.
Oh, heavy locust
For sure.
Only 180.
Well, you negate one of them.
Yeah, that's why 4.
The other 3. Yeah, but then the other 3 have to hit and wound and do
on
an.
2s, 1 on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Thank you, John. That's exactly how I thought it would go.
Really? Well, that's good because I think there's some other stuff that.
This is why I love
have.
nerds because like he just went and found that for
Yeah.
us.
Yes, really appreciate that. But I was pretty sure that was how it worked.
But if the unit only has 1 guy in it,
But yeah, I mean the math on that is you probably killed a Rogel Dorn.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Really?
Just in case something doesn't miss. But like, but it also gets a 6-up armor save too. And that has.
I think I made a couple against you.
You did. You did.
oh, for Saturday,
So did Brad.
bring your Tyranids. I'll bring my Custodians.
I don't have any Tyranids.
You got rid of your Tyranids?
Nope, they're gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say you sold them to Ted. You sold them to Joel.
That's
Maybe Joel will bring my Tyranids.
So I
I
can,
forgot to mention the tournament.
so I can vaporize one of his Carnifexes when he charges. So.
I don't know.
Are you playing Custodes on Saturday?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
That's
Ted.
terrifying. Custodes are pretty good.
Yes.
They're very good.
Custodes are pretty good.
It's close. I don't know if it's not guaranteed that 4 heavy locust destroyers will kill her.
Well, nothing's guaranteed. It's a dice
certainly not
game.
Well,
guaranteed.
it's pretty close.
That's
though.
also 2 units.
Oh, is it
You
really?
can max of 3.
Oh.
I mean, it's only 135.
Yeah. Well,
points,
three's
but-
not gonna do it, but If you stand, they have heavy. So if you stand still, there's a much better shot. But you're
Also,
walking on 3.
But they have to come onto the board. They won't be able to.
If I stood still, then they are dead.
Yeah.
That's one weakness of heavy, which I mean, I'm glad, right? Because like you
No,
want to
I
use
mean,
it.
I just mean that unit in general. Like,
No, I get it.
they're not like they're not paper, but like
If
when
you
your
dedicate,
opponent
you'll kill
sees
them.
something like that, they're like, oh, okay, I guess I'll put my shoulder into it a little bit when I crush them.
Nathan, are you now your robot calculations? Did you take into account
Optimized for slaughter.
the
Maybe.
guard thing? You know what I'm talking
Talking
about.
about the reroll ones.
-1 damage.
The damage
If
reduction.
you did the -1 damage, then it would be much harder.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah.
Well, if they're shooting at it, you're gonna give it whatever the hell that strat's called.
Yeah.
It'd be 4 hits need to go through, so 5.
You can also pop smoke too.
You definitely would.
You
Like,
you Ursula Creed your damage, and then you pop smoke for 1 CP, and now
Since I'm bringing 3 Rogodorns, I'm gonna bring 2 of the Admech guys.
bring
axe guys.
bring 3 Ursula
Yeah, I
Creeds
forgot about
too.
that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude, even one of them is valuable because when you need to pop a tank out and look at something like giving yourself 4 pinball,
I
also
need
just
to-
being able to repair.
Yeah.
I mean, take it from the Necron boy.
Yeah, I need to add a tech marine.
I wish we had jury rigging still.
I'll probably
that was pretty
change
cool.
I'll probably Tim asking for strats back. I'll
Never
probably
thought I'd see
change
the
my
day.
stuff,
You know
but-
what's dumb?
What?
An engine seer can repair vehicles. Call doesn't know how to do that.
That's awesome.
Paul doesn't have it anymore?
Call doesn't know
That's
how to do
above
that.
his. That's below his station.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He's the ultimate.
He's an engineer.
meep
He's not a
and-
mechanic.
Meep and
Yeah,
Morpin,
yeah.
There's
exactly.
a difference. There's a difference there.
Meep and Morpin Power Ranger, but he can't do that.
He had a bad meep.
Yeah, we had a bad morph.
He didn't show up for those classes.
Yeah.
He was too busy with the Emperor.
He's had 10,000 years.
Yeah.
He's just been like, I'll get to it.
He was hanging with
Listen.
the Emperor in college, right?
Listen,
So-
he's top dog, right? He's top dog, and you know what they say, like if you can't do, you teach. Okay?
Yeah.
So like,
Cause you had a bad
You know what's
meep.
funny? There's that character, that enhancement in the Necron book that gives like a 6-inch aura of, hey, you count as being led by a character. So
Yeah.
you get +1 to hit. He
Yeah.
can give that to the Silent King.
Yeah.
If he's 6 inches of the Silent King is a Necron unit, and therefore in that Necron unit now counts as being led by a character. And now he gets +1 to hit.
Yeah.
Granted, he's gonna hit on
I was
twos
about to say, I
forever.
think it hits on 2s anyway.
But he's just gonna be like, I'm doing better for you.
The Silent King's really good, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I think he's pretty good.
Yeah.
I
Give
think,
the more
he's
so he could
How
meep.
many points is he?
like
He's
470. He is not cheap.
No.
Who?
The Silent King.
Dude, all these characters like that are like the Lion is 380, dude, and it's hard to throw him into a list.
Yeah, but
You're
like
not
I
gonna
can
kill him though, right?
maybe he's only 9 wounds.
But I can like bring like the Silent King's Menieres back.
Yeah, well, you have all that. Like
Yeah,
I'm looking
he can heal.
the lion. The best you're gonna do is wound him on 4s, and he's got 3 up invuln. But like he's only got 9 wounds. So like once something goes through, like especially if it's like a heavy destroyer, it's 6 damage. Like that's gonna hurt. Sure, you need 2 of those, and he's dead.
Ideally, you're not letting him get shot by something like
Well,
that.
he's lone operator, but
Yeah.
he's a melee unit.
Right.
So like you're getting close to your opponent. You deep strike. He doesn't have this. This is my issue. He still suffers from the 8th and 9th of like I'm not a part of a unit. So if I fail my 9-inch charge, which is very easy to do,
Yeah.
I'm out in the open. So like, and he doesn't have lone operator. He only has a lone operator while he's within 3 inches of another unit. So
what
once
what
again,
other things does he do? Like, what does he bring to the table?
he's really good at punching stuff.
Okay. Yep.
That's pretty much it. He grants a feel no pain for mortal wounds from models next to him. If you use a strat, he can be like, hey, you don't use that strat anymore, and you lose the CP, and that unit's battle shocked. So like
He could just do that.
I think it's a die roll, but yeah, I think it's a die roll you have to make. But yeah, he can do that. He's got something else. Reroll battle shock, I think, for units near him.
The one you just said sounds pretty
It's
good.
very good, but once again, I think it's within 12 inches, so you got to get close. All those units can shoot you. So, like, if they're using strats and you're not in combat with them, that's
So
a
lone
dangerous place to
operative,
be.
you can just target them if you're within 12. It doesn't
Yes.
matter. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but he doesn't even have that. He's
No,
got-
I get you. I mean, he
like-
will like.
if he's within 3 inches, but like I said, if that unit makes their charge and he doesn't, he's just going to sit there and he's going to be like, shoot me. and it'll probably die if nothing shoot at him. So, like, for 380 points, I just don't see him being worth it.
What was Gilliman in 7th?
He was parking 7th.
He couldn't join a unit, right?
No, he couldn't join a unit either. He was a monster. He sat out in the open, and you could just shoot and kill him.
Yeah.
Like, he was bad. And then the 8th, they did the character rule, and then
made it worse.
Parking lot Gilliman was born, and then
parking lot Gilliman. I actually played against Joe Sheeran with that list. Like he ran that list against me.
That is miserable.
Oh, I forgot he played a little bit of White Scars and stuff. He was collecting White Scars, but he played him as Ultramarines in that one tournament.
The dad of trucks.
Yeah. I mean the dude
Truck Dad, it's Optimus Prime.
The list that he brought against me that day straight up looked like he played Gladius Strike Force 7.
He had enough Razorbacks to fill it out.
Dude, yeah, he did. No, it was just vehicles.
Them were the days.
He had it was literally Gilliman, just a horizon of Razorbacks.
Is that what you call several Razorbacks?
Horizon. And a captain on bike with a thunderhammer who would torpedo up to your army and just start bonking. In like list.
I don't miss lists like that.
Me
Me neither.
Well,
10th doesn't feel like that.
Well,
so far,
No,
right?
Well,
10th is still 10th is.
Like
I think 10th
murder
is still.
of crows, but
I
a
think 10th
horizon
is an
of
improvement
Razorbacks.
over 8th, and I still think it's an improvement over 9th.
Over the Arcs of Omen, where you picked your given slot,
I think
and you
it's-
got 3 extra.
Let me rephrase. I think it's better than the end of 9th, and I think it's better than all of 8th. 10th edition.
What were you gonna say, Ted?
Oh, I was
About
just back, like,
detachments?
right now they've got the Gladiator.
My first
Strike
game
with the Codex
says
drops.
differently.
You're gonna have like 5 or 6 other ones to pick from.
So I think we're gonna definitely.
I'm sorry
So
you had to go
Space
through that,
Marines and Tyranids, we're gonna get different detachments.
Yes,
right?
you're gonna get infiltration detachments, fast attack attachments.
Yeah. So my guess is 3. They let.
That's what I would like. They give you like 3 different play
Well, it's just-
styles,
I'm-
but don't go two-handed.
I'm basing that off what I think Dark Angels will get. I think they'll get their 3. I think they'll get the one they currently have. I think they'll get a Deathwing one and a Ravenwing one.
So what would they do for?
honestly, like the Codex is the only difference.
I'm excited to
we're
see what
gonna
we get out of Codex.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
The only difference we're going to get is really the detachment, unless they make some
Well,
data slate.
you will that
changes.
and new models, but you also got to think with each detachment you're getting 6 new strats and 4 new relics, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enhancements or whatever. So there
Did
will
they
be
say
a
there
lot
always be
more.
4 enhancements?
I think there's 4 right
So-
now.
I can't find the points for them ever.
So they haven't said
I
that
think you gotta build
anything,
around
nothing is hard and fast. So like
I- I'm okay with that.
there's not always 6 stratagems. They said 6 is like the target number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
okay.
might go to 7, they might go to 8, they might go down to 5. But
Please
like,
don't do that.
But like
Yeah.
around
Keep it
there.
at 6.
What are you talking about, Brent?
But some stratagems might just be much more situational or less likely to come up. So
Right.
like give you another stratagem that might actually,
Well, yeah,
or just like different power levels.
Right.
Of them.
Well,
So I'm
yeah,
thinking-
if you're like wearing white scars, your thing's gonna be a bike unit.
Do you
Biker
think?
unit.
So, but I think we might see more detachments.
How many do you think?
4 to 5.
Well,
I think.
plus they
I think
said
it'll be- I
when they come out with the campaign, that's gonna have more stuff in it too, more detachments.
Love you, Eli.
So Space Marines will definitely get like 5. They'll get a lot to accommodate all the different Space Marine chapters.
Regular Marines were my only caveat where I think they're going to get more just because there's a lot more flavor there.
Yeah.
There's more flavor in that book than there is in any other book. Maybe outside of Chaos Space Marines, but
They're another
Space
one I would
Marines.
love to see.
Eli says I'm here.
Oh, is it Tata?
I thought he was saying bye to Jason also,
But like I think 4 would be a good number.
It's
I think so, too.
4 would be okay.
But
Yeah,
it's also like really based on the army you're looking at. Right?
yeah,
Right.
you're not gonna have
like-
4,000 sons.
Do you
So,
think?
yeah.
Do you think the Marine rules will still hold for all the books?
What do you mean by that?
Like, do you think Dark Angels, Blood Angels, Space Wolves, and all them are still going to be able to run space? Like, do you think I'm going to need Codex Space Marines?
I don't know.
I don't unless I think they have their own special flavors.
I don't really know.
Because I have no idea. It seems to me that they're making the Chaos stuff. So, like, if you look at the Chaos stuff versus the Space Marine stuff, looks like they're making the Chaos stuff more unique than the Space Marine stuff. All the Chaos books have their own have their own faction rule, for instance. All the Space Marine stuff, they all use the same faction rule. So, however, they did say that Dark Angels are getting a full codex. They said all of them are getting a full codex.
Yeah, so
I would hope that means all the data sheets too, but does that now mean that all my units, I guess not all of them, but a good chunk of them are going to have different rules for the same units in Space Marines?
I would say anything like overlapping might be in the regular Space Marine book, like Vindicators and stuff. And you might have special
Are you talking
rules.
detachments? Are you
I'm
asking?
talking everything.
Yeah.
I'm talking everything.
Yeah,
I think the base units will be the same.
Will Dark Angels,
Then I think.
Space Wolves, and all them, will they have access to all the same detachments in Codex Space Marines?
Yeah.
I don't think they will.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah,
I think
why
it'd be
they
too
why
hard.
they
I think it's going to be too hard to balance.
Codex adherence? Well, I mean, it's not really a balancing issue. I mean, unless you're just happen to be concerned about.
Well, they have most
excuse
of
me.
the same stuff.
Yeah.
There's some variance in terms of units.
Well, I would say you
but
might get one or two.
Most of the same stuff.
might
Characters
get-
are different.
You might get one or two that you can just use the
Like
Space Marine.
generic Space Marine detachments in the Space Marine book.
Yeah, that you could use.
Well, if they do,
I could see them limiting it.
If they
Yeah.
do ones where it's like only White Scars can take this detachment, then I could see them doing that.
Yeah, I say you might have special ones in your
But
own
I don't
codex.
think I don't think they're going to do that.
They'd give you 7 or because you'd have to have a
Right.
generic and then one for each.
You're
right?
looking at like 12. You're looking at 12.
That's
detachments.
too many.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
let's say that you get
what
4
I
in the
was
Space
thinking.
Marine book.
We're back
So
to
when the
64
Dave character
strikes.
comes out, you get 3, and you can get one more out of the Space Marine book if you want to.
I don't. Well, let's.
Because
What
I'll give
about
you
the
4
Tyrannid side? Like, what are Tyranids going to get?
Oh,
I'd like to see
a
Tyranids
flyer
get
list.
4.
Well,
Yeah.
you want like a
So you
a
want
swarmy one. You'd want a monster one.
one.
A psychic one. Or what do you think?
Psychic, infiltrator, flying.
a psychic one would be kind of cool. I don't know if they have enough units to.
They used to have a
lean
psyker.
into
They
that.
used to have psyker ones.
But I don't think they have enough units to lean into that though.
Yeah.
So they did talk about an infiltration
You would already.
focused one. So you're looking at Gene Stealers, Lictors,
Van Ryan.
you know,
Van Ryan.
Von Ryans, Reavers,
Leafers,
yeah.
things like that. But so I don't know. That's pretty specialized. They did say that they're going to have a Monster Mash one.
Yep.
So like one that really leans into big monsters, which I would be more interested in. than
Here's the
anything
other
else.
question: what restrictions are you think going to be placed on them?
Honestly, I don't think we'll see restrictions.
Really?
Yeah.
I
So
hope the restriction is just you're better off putting this in it.
Yeah,
than
Yes,
this.
yes.
So I
Ridiculous.
like in the Monster Mash list, the Nidzilla list.
You got to bring this.
It-
You got
it-
to bring this one.
I don't think
It'll
you're
be-
gonna
it'll be-
minimize. I don't
it'll
think
be-
they'll see. Well, we won't see restrictions. It's just
The-
you're not going to get your army rule and your stratagems aren't going to help Termagants.
You're
not
bringing
gonna-
guards because you have to.
Yeah, they're not going to help Biovores and and Lictors.
You'll have the monster
Your-
keyword. And everything.
yeah, they will only affect
Makes
your
sense.
Carnifexes, your Turvagons. Like,
Okay.
they're
Yeah.
gonna be buffed, and that's why you're gonna bring these. Where if you're bringing these other things, it might to just fill in gaps in your list.
Control or something like
Yeah,
that.
where you're not being punished, you're just not being rewarded.
Right.
Which is a punishment
sense.
in of itself.
Well,
Yeah,
but-
there's opportunity cost there, which is
Yeah.
what you want to see.
yeah,
I'm
and,
okay with opportunity
And we'll,
cost.
we'll
I like that a
see
lot
we'll
better
see
than-
Space Marine lists where it's like, hey, your bikes. You know, your bikes are going
A
to get
fast attack
these
list, a fast
awesome
attack
buffs.
list.
You've got
Mounted or whatever.
you've got these stratagem tools you can
To help your
use.
bikers.
Yeah, but like
Hit and run. stuff
yeah,
like that,
but
like that.
you know, your repulsor executioner is not
Gonna get nothing.
not benefiting from any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rough Riders have hit and run. No. You know
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
They always needed that.
Wait, what?
They have hit and run. Also,
They
I wanted to
can
mention
fall
this.
back
The,
on
Oh.
the data slates. So on the cards, at least, it says like units are 2 to 5, right? Of like Bulgrin, 2 to 5 regular Bulgrin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or Bonehead.
So
yeah.
it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not set. So like the points can still be fixed. There's still a chance.
Well,
Still a chance.
well, some
Yeah, I mean
people
they have selections there for like war gear abilities too.
Well,
like you get this rule if you have this
right.
war gear. Like
Well,
they,
some
they
pla-
have stuff there for.
well,
it.
some places are already
I don't know.
fixing that. They're allowing you to bring
I'm not-
lesser stuff. You just lower the prices down.
I'm not.
I'd
yeah,
love that.
I'm
you
not.
can figure out point per
Yeah, some
model.
people are already doing
You
that.
can,
already.
but the game's not. My issue with that is the game's not balanced and tuned for that. So like Once you
I
start
agree.
making radical changes like that,
There's already a lot of changes
You're
happening already.
really messing with.
Yeah, those tournament guys
with
in Germany
issues.
were like really ran away with
Yeah,
it.
they jumped the
They
gun.
went
Well,
too far.
Insane.
Well, you see
Let
those guys,
let GW do what they're gonna do.
all the cheaters that have been busted over there in the last tournament, one of the tournaments over
Yeah.
there.
I didn't hear any.
They were all using loaded dice. You ever see a dice in the toilet? That's from that event.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Somebody flushed loaded dice at a tournament.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because they were
It's
using it
just
to play an Eldar.
insane.
They always roll all their dice rolled sixes.
Well, I mean that's obvious, right? You're gonna get caught doing that.
Well, they had to go get salt water. They had to weigh them.
I just don't understand it. But
But he almost won the tournament before some guy called him out on it.
so I don't want to get to that place. Also, I think it's way
Well,
too soon to be doing
No,
major changes.
No,
Like,
no.
let's play
Those
it
guys
and-
that ran that tournament,
agree.
all dice will be saltwater chested now. from now on. Because loaded dice are becoming so prominent.
How the hell
now.
are you gonna police that?
You come in, you got to test all your
I
dice.
tell you what,
Every-
this is what you
But
do.
like,
This
they're
is what you do.
dice. What's
In the
stopping me from
ITC
having my loaded dice in my pocket and be like, here, use these?
Right. Any time if somebody gets caught at a major
Can't
tournament,
police that.
I don't care what the circumstances are. If your dice are weighted, now not like you have a couple dice that are out of whack, because that can happen, right?
Yeah.
Air bubbles can happen. Like if you get caught, just ban those people from events.
Yeah.
I
Like
was
we
just
don't
gonna
want
say
those
that.
people in the community anyway.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know, like the Joshua deaths of the world. Like we don't need that.
Yeah.
We flat out don't need that, and like it's a form of gatekeeping, right? Like,
Oh,
man, I don't
it's-
want to go play in this event because we got
worse
this
than that.
jackass that's cheating, all the
Yeah.
time. I'm just trying to learn, and that's another problem with not having ELO scores, which is not what we're talking about. But like, you could play it like the chess rankings. Like you're gonna
Oh.
play, you play like talent people.
Yeah,
in
like
tournament.
in a national
Like,
ranking.
But you
yeah.
could draw Nick Nanavati in the first round of the LVO, when two top players could draw each other because it's all random.
Yeah.
It's a big problem. Like, and you go to the LVO, none of us are winning the LVO, right?
I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about, bro. I can win.
I can't win the LVO, so don't even put me in that bracket. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Put me in with the bottom.
You've watched me roll saves.
I've watched you roll the dice.
Oh,
period.
good Lord. All right. Anyway, so get into Epic. Tell your grandma. Next Tuesday, we've got 40K night. If it fails, I'm not going to do it again. So get your asses in here.
Oh, and the new starter boxes are going to pre-order.
That's
too.
right. That's right. So small versions of Leviathan.
But yeah,
We had more tickets bought for the Leviathan draw. So a couple more, and we'll do another draw. So
Bueno.
that's the show.
wait.
Meet more.
Meep Morpin. Tournament Saturday, 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. Bring donuts, Nathan.
All right.
All right.
Love you guys.
Bring donuts to the Blissfield post office too.
Tell your grandma.
Bye bye.